What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Silent Witness, where we dive deep into the wildest true crime stories from around the globe. Today we're talking about a guy who flipped the Australian biker world upside down, Jason Fahey. This dude went from ruling the Bandidos to joining their sworn enemies, the Hells Angels. Yeah, it's as crazy as it sounds. So, buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's ride into this insane tale of loyalty, betrayal, and biker gang drama. Drop a like if you're ready for some underworld chaos, and let's get started. A Sydney kid drawn to the biker life picture. This, Sydney, Australia, with its gritty streets and buzzing energy. That's where Jason Fahey grew up, surrounded by the roar of motorcycles and the allure of rebellion. As a kid, he soaked up the biker culture like a sponge. The leather, the bikes, the vibe of living outside society's rules. It wasn't just a phase, it was the spark that would ignite his future in one of Australia's most notorious outlaw motorcycle clubs. Jason joined the Bandidos, a gang known for playing hard and fast in the underworld. This wasn't your average motorcycle club. The Bandidos were deep in the game, dealing in extortion, violence, and more. Jason didn't just fit in, he excelled. His loyalty and grit pushed him up the ranks, and before long, he was a senior member, a feared enforcer who got things done. Eventually, he became the national president of the Bandidos, a role where his ruthless leadership made him a legend and a target. The Fahey brothers, power and trouble. Jason wasn't riding solo. His brother John Fahey was right there with him, serving as the Bandidos' national sergeant-at-arms, basically the club's muscle. The Fahey brothers were a powerhouse duo, known for using intimidation and force to keep the club's operations tight. From shaking down debtors to running protection rackets, they were all in. But that kind of life comes with heat. Both brothers racked up arrests and legal troubles. In 2019, John got slapped with a ban from stores like Aldi in Sydney's West, courtesy of the New South Wales gang squad cracking down on biker activity. A fight at a boxing match. Jason's run-ins with the law didn't stop there. In 2022, he made headlines after getting into a brawl at a boxing match for the Australian heavyweight title. Picture the scene. Fists flying, tempers flaring, and Jason right in the middle. He walked away with a $700 fine and a 12-month community correction order. But it was a sign that his high-profile life was drawing attention. Maybe too much. The shocking switch to the Hells Angels. Now, here's where the story takes a wild turn. In May 2023, Jason Fahey did something unthinkable. He ditched the Bandidos and joined their biggest rivals, the Hells Angels. This wasn't just a career change, it was a bombshell that rocked Australia's biker scene. Jason announced his move on Instagram, posting a photo with senior Hells Angels members, and the reactions were instant. Some were stunned, others hyped. One commenter even said, "About time, welcome to the biggest MC worldwide." Fun fact, Jason wasn't the first Fahey to make this leap. His brother John switched to the Hells Angels back in 2013 after 15 years with the Bandidos. That move didn't go over well. Former Bandidos roasted him online, and word is John's since left the biker life entirely, but Jason's switch, that was next level. As a former Bandidos president, his move to the Hells Angels sparked all kinds of questions about his motives and what it meant for the balance of power. Who are the Hells Angels? Let's zoom out for a second to talk about the Hells Angels. Founded in California after World War II, this club is the stuff of legends. Think winged skull logo, secrecy, and a global reach that spans dozens of countries, including Australia. They're one of the most infamous motorcycle gangs out there, known for their strict code of loyalty and a hierarchy that runs like a well-oiled machine. Now, not every Hells Angels member is a criminal. For some, it's about the brotherhood, the bikes, and the sense of belonging. But as a group, the Hells Angels have a long history of heavy stuff. Drug trafficking, extortion, you name it. Jason's experience as a Bandidos leader made him a prime recruit, and his move was a massive win for the Hells Angels as they pushed to dominate Sydney's underworld. Hells Angels power, grab. Speaking of domination, the Hells Angels are making big moves. Recently, an entire chapter of the Rebels MC, another rival gang, jumped ship to join them, boosting their numbers and clout. Historically, the Hells Angels were smaller players in Sydney compared to groups like the Comancheros, but that's changing fast. They're opening new chapters and snagging key figures like Jason to flex their muscle. Their boldest move yet, taking over Brighton Les Sands, a beachfront suburb that's been a Comanchero stronghold for years. This isn't just a random spot, it's a key hub for criminal networks. An Underworld source told the Daily Telegraph the Hells Angels are straight up challenging the Comancheros, saying, "What are you going to do about it?" With the Comancheros reeling from leadership losses, the Hells Angels saw their chance to swoop in, and Jason's on the front lines of this power grab. Legal heat and raids. Jason's high-profile switch put him squarely in the crosshairs of law enforcement. In May 2023, Sydney police launched Operation Patch, a massive crackdown on biker gangs. From May 24th to June 1st, the Raptor Squad, a unit built to tackle organized crime, stormed Jason's apartment in Sydney's inner west. Imagine Jason, in just his underwear, facing a squad of armed cops as they tore through his place. They found a Hells Angels jacket and, curiously, a Bandito's puffer jacket, a nod to his past life. The operation nabbed firearms, biker gear, and sent a clear message. The cops were watching. Fast forward to April 2024, and Jason was in hot water again. Police accused him of orchestrating a road rage incident in Wattle Grove on March 20th. According to reports, Jason and an associate, Tanis Abood, used a stolen white Porsche SUV to ram a victim's car, staging it as an accident. Things escalated when the associate tried to force the victim into the SUV over a supposed debt. A fight broke out, leaving the victim with a broken cheekbone. CCTV footage allegedly caught Jason, rocking a cream hoodie, Nike sneakers, and oversized sunglasses, fleeing the scene. A raid on Jason's apartment turned up clothes matching the CCTV and Hells Angels gear, tying him to the crime. He was denied bail, but his legal team is fighting back, preparing to challenge the charges in the New South Wales Supreme Court. Tanis Abood, meanwhile, got conditional bail for a separate assault charge. It's a messy situation, and Jason's in deep. What's next for the biker underworld? Jason Fahey's journey from Bandito's boss to Hells Angels heavyweight is a wild ride through Australia's biker scene. His story is a window into the shifting alliances, power plays, and constant danger of this world. With the Hells Angels making bold moves to dominate Sydney and law enforcement cracking down harder than ever, the future is anyone's guess. Will the Hells Angels lock down their control? Will Jason's legal battles derail his role? And what's next for the biker underworld? We want your take. Drop a comment below. Was Jason's switch a genius move or a recipe for trouble? If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true crime stories. We've got plenty more coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.